The top 10 things that can both cause back pain for many people or neck pain, and the top 10 things that you can do at home that are going to help you feel much, much better. First and foremost, we have to think about every day we're in our cars driving, we want to make sure that your car seat is positioned correctly. So when you're sitting in your car, you want to have it as erect as possible, because if the seat is reclined too much, what happens is the head wants to lunge forward to bend, to balance out, and it causes neck strain, and it can also cause back strain. So as you move your seat up, the head naturally wants to come back over the body and be more balanced. The next thing we like to talk about are in sports. When we look at bicyclers, many times the handlebars are so low, and unless you're Lance Armstrong and looking for best aerodynamics, it's better to position those handlebars up a little higher to take some of the strain off the back and keep the proper curves in the back. You don't want to be totally lunging forward on your bicycle. And then another key component, because so many of us are on our cell phones every day, at home, in the car, in different places, having that phone positioned and holding it on the shoulder like this many times will cause all kinds of neck strain. So it's important to have a wireless type of mic system or use a Bluetooth headset, something that lets your head be in a natural position. At home, what happens when we're watching TV at night, we're watching it for a couple hours, many times we're sitting on the couch on one side or the other side, and the TV is off in a corner. We want to make sure we're positioned directly in front of our TVs. We want to make sure that our back is nice and straight and that we're not slouching in the couch. If you're in a recliner, again, the recliner, if you're watching TV or reading books, it does this to your posture, and that is going to cause all kinds of back pain. If you want to recline in your recliner, that's fine, because then you're in a relaxed state. But if you're reading or watching TV, make sure you're in an upright position. One of the other key components that patients ask us a lot about is beds and pillows. For a bed, you want a nice firm mattress, soft enough that it's not causing aches and pains in your hips or shoulders, but you want it to be a firm mattress that's not allowing your spine to dip in awkward positions. The second thing is, with a pillow, you want your pillow to fill this position from where your shoulder hits the mattress to where your head hits it. You want your head to stay in a natural, neutral position. You don't want your head too high, and you don't want it too low. And so those things will help you when you're sleeping for 8 hours. It's important to have that kind of support. When we're texting, constantly texting, what happens to our head posture? We're bent forward. It's important to make sure you're staying as upright again, and that will help take much of the strain off of your back. Playing games, think about most gaming chairs. The back is just totally unsupported. Kids are spending hours and hours like this and developing all kinds of spinal problems. So make sure, for your sake, for your kids' sake, and to get the best results with your care at our office, we follow some of these simple rules. Lifting anything heavy, whether it's groceries out of your car or lifting a bag of salt to carry it to your water softener, make sure you're lifting with your entire body and not bending over through your back. That puts much strain on the back, and you want to make sure that you're lifting with your legs and with your body. If you're pulling things out of a car, make sure you pull them to the edge first and then lift with your body. If it's something on the floor, get as close to it, be straight in front of it, don't twist, and lift again with your body. When you're setting up your computer, it's important to have 3 or 4 steps that you're thinking through. Number one, you want to make sure your chair is positioned comfortably. Start from the bottom up. Your legs should be in a position, as you see in the picture, where the legs are comfortably straight out, the feet are on the floor. Next, you want to make sure your arms are positioned on the armrest. They're neither too high or too low. That can create shoulder strain if those positions are unbalanced. Next, you want to look at your keyboard and make sure the keyboard is directly out in front of your elbows, and neither have your hands too low or too high, as that can create carpal tunnel syndrome. And then lastly, when you're positioning your computer monitor, you want to make sure your monitor is nice and high. and that your eyes are in the center of the screen, if not even slightly a little higher. By doing those simple rules, you're going to be much more comfortable with your neck and back and be much healthier. By following these simple steps, you're going to find you can avoid getting into problems. But if you've already got problems and you're a patient and you're under our care, you're going to find by following these rules, you're going to feel better and be healthier quicker. We hope these things help you, and we look forward to seeing you at Warren Chiropractic.